Menu narration option is set tough.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Knocked off his feet.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run. And you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't he? But boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To throw, it's Turner. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Wants to pass. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Knowles will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Russell. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Direct snap. It's Williams. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tide.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Offense gets set for second down. To the air. It's Turner. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Under fire. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Moulton. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Russell. Here's a hit. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on.
Trying to beat the D deep. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back to pass. Heaves it on the run. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking to pass. It's Turner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
To the air on second down. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work with this defense. They stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This one's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That look.
There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They punted away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. They want to run it left here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Young. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back. and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Using the quick game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on fourth and goal. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking forward.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory. He jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks it up, still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls over.
And this is a big third down for this offense. Man, I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Plucks it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Turner. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.